Школа Eastwood 2017.
So, hello Kate.
Hi.
Hello Paulina. Hello Miranda. Hello Kelly.
Hello.
My name is Egor.
Hi, I'm Morgan.
Hello, my name is Egor.
Hello, Egor.
And so I'm just going to quickly ask you a bunch of questions, and I would like you to answer them honestly. So the first question is: imagine your steering wheel is faulty and you can't turn left, and your brakes obviously also not working too. On a sidewalk to you, right, 3 people are walking. Suddenly, someone is crossing the crosswalk in front of you. What will you do? Hit the person in front of you, or go right onto the sidewalk and hit the pedestrians?
Hit the person in front of you.
Why wouldn't I open the window and say, get out of the way?
One person.
One per person in the crosswalk. Okay.
And then if they didn't hear me, I'd probably just hit the person in the crosswalk.
On the crosswalk.
Because
Okay.
that's 1 person versus 3.
Hit the one person instead of 3 people.
Yeah.
1 person instead of 3 people. Okay.
Because it's kind of, yeah, it's like 1 person as compared to 3 people.
I
So
guess 3 people. Okay. Now imagine that the person in front of you is a young woman with a stroller, and on the sidewalk is an elderly couple.
What if
I'd kill the old people. They've lived long enough.
So there's a woman with a stroller and
Yes.
a couple on the...
I mean, I'll hit the elderly couple because they die soon anyway.
I don't know.
Really?
Elderly couple, obviously.
Elderly couple.
Elderly couple. Okay.
So I have to hit one person.
Yeah.
You have to hit the
Okay,
elderly.
I'd hit the old people then. Baby boomers took everything.
I guess the elderly people.
Probably the elderly couple because they've lived longer. So.
Now imagine that in front of you is an old woman, and on the sidewalk is an old man.
Old man, he can take it.
I'd hit the old man.
I hit the old man.
Yeah. Kill the old one, I think.
You would hit the old woman. Yes.
Yeah, I would hit her because that's the way I'm going already. And if I swerve onto a sidewalk, that's just going to kind of like risk more people, I feel like.
I'd probably just go straight because that's what I said at first. It's like the same thing.
The same thing. So old woman.
Like, same thing.
Okay.
Old woman.
Old woman. The dilemma of throwing a person in.
Kill someone. We're both in skirts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now imagine that you have 3 choices because your steering wheel is back online. Choices are hit the pedestrian on the crosswalk, hit the pedestrian on the sidewalk, or turn left into a dump truck.
Dump truck.
Dump truck.
You know, everyone else, you know, they say they're going to hit the dump truck. I don't think they're going to hit the dump truck.
Dump truck, because they're strong.
Will you die if you hit the dump truck?
Most likely.
So, now this is like, hey Quentin, do you think you're more important than strangers? That's what this question is. And a little bit I do, a little bit.
Will it be blamed on me if I kill someone?
I would hit the dump truck because otherwise I'm going to be framed for murder. And if I get hurt, then it's like...
I'm gonna hit the people because if my steering wheel's not working, it's not my fault.
Turn left into a dump truck.
That's a good answer. Now that you are a pedestrian and you have a choice to prevent the situation above by throwing a person next to you under the wheels of the car to stop it. This person will have a large camp bag, and that will surely, if not stop, it will greatly slow down the vehicle and allowing it to stop early. Would you throw that person under the wheels of the car?
No. No.
No. No?
No.
Even-
I wouldn't. First of all, I don't think I'd be able to think of that fast.
Most people don't want it. I wouldn't kill the guy, I wouldn't push the guy.
Will you throw that person?
I would be like, I would ask them first. Hey, you can save these people. Do it, and he'd be like, eh. And then yeah.
Yeah, you would do that.
Maybe I'd do it with the guy. Not I mean like I would jump with him also.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't just like literally throwing someone under the bus. I would be like.
You would go with him.
Yeah, so it wasn't like I was like. I just like.
No, I wouldn't throw the person.
You wouldn't throw. Okay. Dump
Yeah,
truck.
I'd take the person with the camp bag. Be like, it's for the greater good.
Okay. Lastly, imagine that the oncoming vehicles, instead of the dump truck, now a minivan with a family. Your three choices are hit 4 pedestrians on the crosswalk, hit 4 pedestrians on the sidewalk, or hit the minivan. You don't know the number of.
I'd hit the minivan with a family.
Mm-hmm.
Because first, less risk, but then, hey, you know, when a person dies, their family gets sad, unless their family's dead.
How many pedestrians are in the crosswalk?
4.
Let's see. Am I actually still
Minivan.
Minivan.
Hold on. Hit the van. There's a higher
Jeez, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
probability that the metal of the van would take the brunt of the force.
That's hard because it's like they're pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
Man, to decide.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
hit the minivan. I don't. I
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't hit the minivan. Okay.
Designed to crumple. I hit the van.
And just the last question: should the smart cars be programmed to decide these dilemmas? No.
No.
Okay.
Because if you program a car to do it, it's like, oh, then you're like programming a murder vehicle, like, oh, your vehicle hates old people because it kills old people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my car deciding anything for me, but if they do, the blame won't be on you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fine if you're not legally viable for it if you kill someone.
The only problem with giving the control back to the driver is like, I don't think that they'd have time if it was that quick to react to it. Like if there was like something that said like, oh, like you're giving the controls back, like that would be enough time for the car to like stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense for it to be given back to the driver because the driver wouldn't have their brain wouldn't be able to. So I guess yeah, the car should be programmed.
No.
No.
Like having the human error in there, like, because everyone panics and they just do whatever, like they don't think about it, and then you don't really hold people responsible. But if you're doing a self-driving car, someone has to like program to be like, in the situation of there's like a baby and an old person, kill the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas usually in the moment, it's just like what comes to you first.
So you would say no.
Yeah, I think that should be still up to people to kind of decide in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's everything. Thank you so much for
Bye-bye.
participation. That's everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kate. Okay, that's all questions. Thank you so much.
Egor, who are we gonna interview next?
I don't know. We'll take a look. Wait, who is that over there? Come here! Okay.
Oh, this rope is really hot.
Wake up. Come on. Rise and shine.
Hi.
Hi. Hello there. Sorry to tighten you up. You sit. So, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. If you don't mind answering them, you don't mind?
No.
No? No. Perfect. Then sit down, relax. Imagine your steering wheel is faulty, your brakes are not working, and the collision is inevitable. So you have the choice: hitting one person on a crosswalk, hitting 3 pedestrians on a sidewalk. What will you choose?
One person.
One person. Good. Now imagine that the person in front of you is a young woman with a stroller, and on the sidewalk is an elderly couple.
Elderly couple.
Elderly couple. You sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now imagine that in front of you is an old woman, and on the sidewalk is an old man.
Nobody else?
Nobody else.
Can I go between them?
You can go between them. On a crosswalk
Yeah.
is the old woman.
Old woman accidentally.
You will kill the old woman. Okay. Now imagine that you have 3 choices because the steering wheel is working properly. Choices are: hit a pedestrian on a crosswalk, hit the pedestrian on a sidewalk, or turn left into a dump truck.
Dump truck, I die?
Most likely.
Well, that's kind of hard because at that speed, I wouldn't really know. I wouldn't really be thinking. Right now, I'd want to say, like, ethically, yeah, I would maybe kill myself. But in a situation like that, I'd probably just keep going straight and kill the person. And
Keep going straight and keeping the person. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me for a moment.
Okay.
Yes? Hello, Liz. You need your food thing back? Can you wait like 5 minutes? I'm just in the middle of interrogation here. Sit down! Sit down! Okay, 5 minutes, okay? Perfect, thank you, bye. Sit. Let's continue.
Okay.
So, imagine that you are a pedestrian that have a choice to prevent the collision by throwing a person next to you under the wheels of the car to stop it. This person have a large camp bag, and that will surely, if not stop, but will greatly slow down the vehicle, allowing it to safely stop without hitting anyone. Would you throw that person under the car?
How many people would how many people would be killed if I didn't?
The 3 people on the crosswalk and 3 people on the sidewalk.
Well, if I kill, am I in the car?
No, you're the pedestrian.
And I'm watching.
Yeah, and you're watching that car going by.
Well, if the car goes, then then there's just a fatal accident happening, and I'm just watched it. But if I throw, then I'm a murderer. So I'm not a murderer. So I wouldn't. If I was, God, and I was doing some ethical math, then I would. But as a human being, no.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so imagine that the upcoming vehicle is a minivan with a family instead of the dump truck. Your 3 choices are: hit a 4 pedestrian on a crosswalk, hit 4 pedestrian on a sidewalk, or hit the minivan.
Hit the minivan.
Hit the minivan. Okay. And lastly, should the robots and smart cars be programmed to decide those dilemmas?
Who's programming? Who's programming them?
Factories, the scientists, all people who is dealing with robotic facilities.
Well, are they ethical people?
We don't know.
Well, I don't know if I trust them. I think, in those types of situations, you know, things happen randomly, and I think that's the best outcome.
So let it just leave it to the chance.
Pre-programming would be unethical.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Why do
I
you
don't need you anymore.
Why do you need these?
I have enough data.